Welcome back to the final episode of the 2025 In the Trenches.
Today we're just going to sit down with Coach Pedersen and do an end-of-season review. So tell us just what are your overall thoughts on the season?
Well, I'm extremely proud of the 2025 football team. This season we battled some of the toughest competition in the state. We were on the losing end of several one-score games, but those battles revealed who we are. I thought they told us about how resilient our guys were. We were very competitive, and we were never afraid of a challenge. And we faced 5 state tournament teams this year, and eventually the state champion. And 3 of the teams made it to the semifinals. And the state champion, Xavier, we were up 14-0 to start the game. And so I think that tells a lot about our ability, our preparation, and the heart of the football team that we had this year. This group showed that we can line up against anyone, anywhere, and compete at the highest level. If we can take on the state champion, eventual state champion, and be up 14-0, that tells you where we're headed with this football program, and I'm very, very proud of them. The record only tells part of the story. Being 4-5 only tells part of the story. The fight, the growth, and the belief that this team had tells us we're headed in a really, really good direction. And I'm really excited about the future of Clipper football.
And then how are you going to fill the gaps with the seniors leaving?
When you graduate a group of seniors, one of the hardest challenges is trying to replace them. And you really don't replace seniors person for person or position for position. What you have to do is you have to replace seniors with the entire unit stepping up, and that's the key to success. You just can't go out and just replace one guy with another guy, otherwise he would have been a starter to begin with. But everybody over the next 9 months, improving, getting better, that's how you replace seniors. One of the things I want to say about the seniors, we were fortunate to have this year's senior group. They consistently raise the standard of Clipper football and what it means to wear that uniform. They left the jersey in a better place. I thought their work ethic, their leadership, and the kind of people they chose to be every single day represented the quality of guys I get to work with every single time. And their impact will be felt long after they're gone, and we definitely will miss this group of seniors.
Yeah, what are some of the things that you guys are going to be doing in the off season to prepare for next season?
Correct. Our out-of-season program is built around one clear belief, and this is something I bring, and I truly believe our athletes are at their best when they compete in multiple sports. We want our guys competing in multiple sports, and so that's something we preach right from the start. We want our kids playing, practicing, and grow with their teammates year-round. We want them to have different coaching. We want them to be put in competitive situations and different challenges. And so we want them to be part of basketball, wrestling, track, whatever it is during the season. We want them to be part of the multi-sport seasons. And it's interesting. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but yesterday it was Division I signing day. And Division I coaches all across the United States, one of the things that they said that they're really looking for is they want multi-sport athletes. And so, one of the very first things that Tyler Barnes talked about yesterday is we're looking for multi-sport athletes. One of the very first things Coach Ferentz talked about is we're looking for multi-sport athletes. And so that's something we could want our guys to do. We don't tell our guys, hey, concentrate on football, don't do anything else. I just don't believe in that whatsoever. One of the things I always tell our guys is competitors compete. And we want them to be part of different sports, and we want them to be part of different athletics. And because let's face it, it helps with the school spirit. It helps with the culture of the entire school. And we only have 4 years to do this thing. But this time of year is one of my favorite times of year because you get to see the growth of our players. You get to see these guys get stronger physically. You see them, they get to be stronger mentally. And I love the fact that I get to work with, right now I work with 6th graders all the way to seniors in high school. And I get to see them grow as people too. Maturity level, their character, and the kind of people they are. And this is my favorite time of year. It's a fresh start. Everybody gets to start over. As coaches, I get to go out and learn some new things. It's different techniques, different offenses, defenses, special teams. And I'm really excited. This is one of my favorite times of year, getting at the preparation for the next season. And so I'm excited for it.
Tell us about your leadership team in the off season. What are you guys going to be doing?
Our leadership team this year, I'm introducing a new book. It's called Twin Thieves. And so coming this spring, we're going to do a book study on Twin Thieves. It's one of my favorite books that we're doing right now. I've read it 3 times already this fall. I've used it in some of our classes that we've had this fall as well. And so I'm really excited with that, and just to try to continue to build the standard of what we're trying to accomplish here. You know, the big word is always culture. How's your culture? You hear that all the time. What's your culture like? Well, culture is something I think you feel. You know when you have a good culture. Culture is something that is not what you just say. It's what everybody does. And this book that I'm really excited to share, and I'm hoping that we have a great group. You know, I'll open it up to whoever wants to come to my morning class. I don't get paid for it. It's just a leadership class in the morning that will open up to anybody who wants to be part of it. And I think we're going to see some great things from it as well.
Yeah. Okay, what are you looking for the most to next season?
I kind of building on what we just talked about. I'm looking forward to watching these guys grow. You know, I look at Blake, who you both know well, how he went from his sophomore year into what he's going to be like his senior year. The growth, not only physical growth, but his maturity, his leadership, his everything about him. And I look for that in all my players. I got 92 guys that, you know, I lose 15 seniors, so that brings me in, you know, 80 some guys coming back. And it's so exciting to see the growth of those guys and how they grow as people and how they grow both physically and mentally. So kind of build on what we just talked about during the out of season. And to see our program now in the 3rd year. You know, before I got here, they changed their offense for 4 years in a row. And this is going to be the 3rd year that we're going to have the same exact offense. We're going to have the same exact defense. And we're going to be teaching and preaching new things. And now we can start to add a little bit more details and stuff and have a lot more fun with it as well. So we're not reteaching everything again, not putting in something brand new. And we're giving these kids some stability. And that's something that Clear Creek football hasn't had in a while, is stability. And that's something I'm really excited to have, is that stability.
Yeah. And lastly, do you have any awards or shout-outs that you want to give?
Yeah, for sure. I guess the shout-outs I want to give is, first of all, I want to thank all the families. I've had great support here at Clear Creek. We have great people here. And when you have great people, great families, you have great kids. You guys know that. I think you both are amazing too. And you have to come from amazing families to have that. And the support that I've had here has been outstanding. So I want to thank our parents. The Booster Club has been great. Our businesses are always willing to help support us in any way possible. You know, we just started the Clipper Football Club. You did a great interview with the Clipper Football Club. We're trying to get this thing rolling. Our student section, outstanding student section. So much fun. I want them to continue to be crazy. We're going to try to do some more things with them next year to do some more exciting things. Our cheerleaders, our band, just outstanding. You know, we have a great stat crew, our press box, our chain gang, our filmers. You know, there's so many people that's needed to have a successful football program. When I talk about I have 92 players, 10 coaches, but there's so much more. We're talking 150 people, including you guys, to make this whole program be one of the best in the state, and that's what we're trying to do. Trainer Todd did a great job this year. Our junior high coaches, ball boys, managers had great managers this year. From our office staff with Corey, Mary Lou, to our athletic directors, you know, there's so many things and so many people involved in all this stuff, and it's so much fun to be part of it and to be with this group. And then I also want to talk about our all-district teams. Before I do that, I do want to tell our freshman group how proud I am of them. Our freshmen did a great job this year. Coach Schulte, Coach Club, just doing an amazing job with those guys. And then our JV team, they lost the last game. Otherwise, they had an undefeated season. Face a lot of adversity. You know, JV's tough because I take who I want for the varsity, and then they just have to adjust and move on. They did a great job. But, you know, our letter winners this year are academic all-district players. Our all-district players this year, we had first team was Conlon Poynton, Aiden Schrock, Ian Kelly, Tay Seals, Wyatt Key, and Blake Albert were our first team all-district players this year. Really excited for that. Our second team all-district players were Dylan Schrock, Evan Waring, Nolan Dow, Ethan Weiss, Aaron Slimmy, Mitchell Bowles, Aiden Gross, and Nick Daniel. And then we had multiple academic players as well. It's so nice to be able to see these guys perform on the football field, but they are also performing in the classroom as well. You know, that's very rewarding. I always say that if you don't get it done in class, you don't get to step on the grass. And we have to be able to be academics. The number one reason we're in school is to get a good education. And I think we're trying to promote that with these guys as well. Academic All-State, Tate Birkin, Aiden Schrock, Aaron Schlenny, Mitchell Bowles, Evan Waring, and Carl Westerman. And then we had some All-State guys as well. We were able to have 3 All-State players. Our All-State guys were Conlon Poynton was first team All-State, Iowa Football Coach Association, and Wyatt Key and Aiden Schrock were both second team All-State players as well. So that's really a great award for them. And then our players then voted on awards. And so our most valuable offensive player this year was Conlon Poynton. Most valuable offensive skill player was Nick Daniel and Aaron Schlemme. Most valuable offensive lineman was Blake Albert. Most valuable defensive player was Aiden Schrock. And then Aiden Schrock also was most valuable defensive skill player. Most valuable defensive lineman is Ian Kelly. Most valuable player is Conlon Poynton. Most valuable special teams player was Aiden Gross. Scout team player of the year was Brody Schrock. Most improved player, Mitchell Bowles, guy who last year played about 4 snaps total on varsity, and this year played every single down for us. So just did an amazing job. And then our Unsung Hero Award, I give this out every year. I've done this for about 15 years now, was Amy Albert. Amy did an amazing job helping with our meals and just did a great job helping our football program in any way, shape, or form. And so, like I said, it takes so many people to have a great football program, and that's the direction we're headed. I want to thank our administration as well, and just really looking forward to 2026, and just so happy with the guys that we have in 2025, and we're headed in a really good direction. So.
Yes, well, thank you for all your work this season. This was a great series, very fun. Thank you all for watching. We hope to see you all back next year.